Alright, YouTube, what's going on? So, this is the last video I'm going to shoot before I go to bed. I had such a productive day today, and I get my acceptance letter tomorrow, or around tomorrow. I'm manifesting it. I trust the work I put in. I'm having faith in God. It's all you can really do. But tonight, before I go to bed, before I end today off officially, I wanted to talk about something that's actually been kind of sitting with me for a while. And I just had a thought about it recently, and as I just said, this video is just going to be real talk, unfiltered, just my thoughts and you together. Let's keep it bro to bro, or bro to sis. Look, I gotta be real, we are doomed. This generation, these group of people, look, I can't really talk for everyone. I can only talk around people my age. I'm currently 19, but even when I was like 15, 16, I just saw all of it and how everyone was living. Like, just degenerate shit. Like, the vaping, the drinking, the smoking, like, the drugs, like, all these degenerate stuff. Like, people don't even, they don't even do anything. People are chasing dopamine, clout chasing, cutting corners, trying to feel good about themselves, putting others down. Like, dude, I'm looking at all of this and seeing how, like, genuinely, like, the opposite of actually having, like, a meaningful life, like an important, significant, meaningful life. Everyone is just living, like, the opposite of that. And I used to think, there was something wrong with me. I was like, damn, is this actually what normal is? Like, is this how we are supposed to live? And honestly, as I really just got to know myself better and just self-reflected, and maybe you're in that stage too, I'm gonna be real, bro, there's nothing wrong with you at all. You're honestly just built different. This is the world now, and we're all just kind of fucked. Like I don't even have an interest into talking with people because they're full of shit. Like, there's literally nothing to talk about. It used to piss me off so much in high school when I could literally see people talk about nothing for hours. And even in uni, it's just a bunch of losers, like, just a bunch of people just coasting. There's no, like, real purpose or grind behind it. It's like they're just doing it to follow others. And, you'll have people who are starting, like, a pretty respected degree or whatnot, but, like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, no one's actually building. They're just following a code, following a trend or a system. But no one's actually trying to make something of themselves. I give you a story. This whole semester, not this whole semester, but when I first met, because I'm trying to get into my desired course of physiotherapy, I met some very significant physiotherapy students throughout this year. A couple of them really stood out to me. I won't say their name, but there's this one dude in particular who just knew everything. Like, I'm talking, when we had these, like, tutoring classes, it's like a class we go to after having, like, our main class, and we do, like, revision sessions and whatnot. Hearing this dude talk for, like, 10 minutes, you could literally ace a test, because this person just wanted, like, he was just committed. He just had that mindset. And he wasn't the only one. There was a couple of physios who weren't like him, just knew the answer like that on the spot. But you could even just tell by how they moved. They just really wanted this. And that kind of inspired me to be like them in a way. And that's why this semester alone, we can call it the comeback semester, I decided I want to walk into every class knowing the answers to everything. And I did. And that honestly shocked a lot of, I would say, my peers. Because when you have someone who's come in, purpose-driven, doesn't play games, and actually want this shit, it's very confronting for people who, I guess, lack that themselves. People who don't really have a direction. They're just going with the flow. And I do have a lot of stories about that in the semester. But I think the message of this video, this real talk video, is I want to say this. As ambitious people, the community I want to build on this channel, we just take life seriously. And I gotta be honest, I personally, I get so angry when I see people who just do not take this shit seriously. Like, how do you not feel this duty to the universe and duty to yourself to go and make something of yourself better? Like, I'm not saying you need to be a millionaire. I'm not saying, you need to achieve, like, these monumental, ginormous achievements. Like, I don't know, what do people care about nowadays? Clout. You need to have over 100 million followers on TikTok. I'm not saying you need to do any of that. I'm just saying have some honor and, you know, actually go through life caring about what you do. Yes, you're going to make mistakes. We all do. Yes, you're going to fuck up. Yes, you're going to fail here and there. But it's not always about winning and losing. Like, bro, I'll be real. Like, I could get really deep into this, but we are so lucky to actually have this opportunity to go and make something of ourselves. And I live in a pretty safe country, I'll be honest, which is a lot more than I can say what's going on in the rest of the world. And if you're watching this video, maybe you have that opportunity as well. Like, do you really want to die knowing that you just did? Like, you were just basically a number? Or do you want to die knowing you said, fuck this, I'm going to be who I want to be, like who I know I can be. I want to make something of myself. Even if you never achieve that, at least you stood up and fought for it. And honestly, that is just as good as winning. That's just as good as getting the goal in the end. Because it's not about the goal. It's about fighting, if that makes sense. It's about standing up regardless. It's about making something of yourself. It's honestly just being that person, whether you win in the end or not. Like, yeah, everyone loves talking about an amazing success story, but it's not always about the story. It's about the character in the story that makes the difference. Yeah, this video was, honestly, I didn't really know where it went, but that's just something I wanted to get off my chest. Look, man, I guess you have one shot at this life. Do not be like everyone else. You're ambitious. That already sets you apart. And instead of wasting this God-given potential, I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how talented you are. It doesn't matter what you think you lack or what you have that you know you can excel in. There's something special about everyone. And when you understand that and you choose to make something of yourself, I can promise you that's something you can look back on. Because it's not about winning. It's just about still stepping up and making the most out of every day you have. And that is worth more than I have the words to describe. So I don't know who needed to hear this. I don't know what you're experiencing right now in your life, but I just wanted to give some bro to bro or bro to sis advice that you can carry with for the rest of your days. So as always, I hope this helps you. And as usual, I will definitely see you in the next one. Peace out.